Welcome to my channel, Fight Fans. Today, we're taking a look at the most exciting moments in the UFC this year. That's right, we're counting down the top 5 best knockouts of 2023 so far. From devastating punches to jaw-dropping kicks, these knockouts left us all on the edge of our seats. So, get ready to relive the adrenaline rush and heart-pumping action as we dive into the best of the best. Whether you're a die-hard UFC fan or just someone who loves a good knockout, you won't want to miss this countdown. So, without further ado, let's get started. Number 5 on our list of the top 5 UFC knockouts of 2023 so far goes to Ismail Bonfim and his incredible flying knee that knocked out Terrence McKinney in his promotional debut at UFC 283. Bonfim came into the fight with a lot of hype after an impressive showing on Dana White's Contender Series, and he did not disappoint. In the first round, he showcased his slick striking skills, landing multiple shots on McKinney. Despite McKinney ending up on top when the fight hit the ground, he couldn't do much damage. In the second round, Bonfim continued to dominate and knocked out McKinney's mouthpiece with a powerful punch. But the real highlight came when Bonfim leaped and landed a switch knee directly on McKinney's chin, leaving him unconscious on his feet. McKinney crashed to the canvas on his neck, and the fight was stopped at 2:17 of round 2. It was a truly spectacular knockout, and it's no wonder it made it onto our list. Stay tuned for more thrilling moments in the world of UFC as we count down the top 4 knockouts of 2023. Coming in at number 4 on our list of the top 5 UFC knockouts of 2023 is the long-awaited rematch between Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira. The two had faced off 3 times before, with Pereira emerging victorious twice in kickboxing and then again in mixed martial arts to claim Adesanya's UFC title with a TKO. But in their 4th meeting at UFC 287, Adesanya came out on top, reclaiming his middleweight title with a devastating knockout. In the second round, Adesanya froze Pereira with a right hook before following up with a 1-2 that dropped the champion. Adesanya then finished the fight with a hammer fist, leaving Pereira knocked out cold. It was a spectacular moment in UFC history as Adesanya finally achieved redemption against his longtime rival. Stay tuned for more exciting moments in the world of UFC as we continue to count down the top knockouts of 2023. Securing the number 3 spot on our list of the top 5 UFC knockouts of 2023 is Bruno Ferreira's impressive debut in a middleweight bout against Gregory Rodriguez. Ferreira, who was only given 8 days' notice for the fight, delivered a stunning left hand that knocked out Rodriguez and led to a stoppage at 4:13 of round 1 at Jeunesse Arena. This victory was all the more impressive as Ferreira was a moderate underdog in most sportsbooks, proving the odds makers wrong with a single punch. What's even more impressive is that Ferreira, who is 30 years old, has a 100% finishing rate in his 10 professional fights, with 8 bouts ending in round 1. He signed with the UFC in September after an impressive performance on Dana White's Contender Series, where he knocked out Leon Aliu. Ferreira's devastating power and impressive finishing record make him a name to watch in the UFC's middleweight division. Coming in at number 2 on our list of the best UFC knockouts of 2023 so far is the co-main event from UFC Vegas 67, featuring Dan Ige and Damon Jackson. Ige, who was the slight favorite going into the fight, proved the odds were in his favor with a dominant performance that ended with a spectacular walk-off knockout of Jackson. Throughout the fight, Ige showcased his striking skills and impressive takedown defense, landing several punishing blows to Jackson's body and ultimately finishing the fight with a brutal left hook that left Jackson unconscious on the canvas. It was a stunning victory for Ige and one of the most memorable knockouts of the year. Before we wrap up our list of the top 5 best UFC KOs of 2023, I have to mention one that didn't take place in the octagon, but it's just too good not to talk about. At ACA Young Eagles 92, Zalimkham Katuev and Imran Beymurodov went toe-to-toe in a thrilling bout that ended with a jaw-dropping finish. In the second round of the fight, Katuev landed a spinning hook kick that knocked out Beymurodov at 2:37 of the round. It was a truly magnificent knockout, and as a fight fan, I just had to include it in this list. If you haven't seen it yet, take a look at the replay and see for yourself why this knockout was so satisfying to watch. At number 1 on our list, I have to go with the recent Edson Barbosa knee KO over Billy Quarantillo in the co-main event of UFC Kansas City. Edson Barbosa, a longtime fan favorite, turned back the clock and landed a vintage knee to Quarantillo's face, looking as good as he ever has. The Brazilian striker, known for his dynamic striking skills, unleashed the devastating knee at the perfect moment as Quarantillo lowered his head to look for a takedown. The knee connected flush on Quarantillo's chin, sending him crashing to the canvas in a heap. The referee immediately called a halt to the bout, and Barbosa added another highlight to his already impressive career. Now, I know some may say this is a recency bias pick, but as a fan of the sport, I just love seeing a veteran like Barbosa get a big win, especially one that ends in a highlight reel knockout like this one. Thanks for joining me as I count down the top 5 KOs of 2023 so far. I hope you enjoyed the list, and here's to many more exciting knockouts in the future of mixed martial arts.